career here as we are jumping into our first stage for our first game here. It's going to be Small World's End.
3, 2.
That's right, Rutsmy, of course, on the Great Sword, a very unique weapon that we don't see a whole lot of in any region of Brawlhalla. One of two really prominent, I would say, Great Swords in the entire world, question mark?
I mean, we got used. That one's fairly difficult to beat, but it's definitely one. It's definitely one of the most prominent Mako mains in the world. I mean, the only other Mako main I can think of off the top of my head is what was Skeldra, right? I mean, at least he was on Mako a lot. Either way, Rutsmy representing the Great Sword squad coming into this matchup. Sprite, on the other hand, trying to make his way here on the orb, but that's a great start for Rutsmy here. Only 73 damage to his name, and he's able to take out that first stock. Able to get a very efficient knockout with those Katars.
I completely agree. This was such a big beginning for Rutsmy here. The Petra, of course, for both of these legends, a fantastic stage just with non-existent blast zones to get some early KO opportunities. Sprite has not found an opportunity to get in just yet, Polly. He's got to cider his way back onto the ledge. It's felt like he's barely played on the ground at all.
Sarah comes out. Yeah, Rutsmy definitely has a lot of control here. Sprite getting a nair in. The recovery isn't going to get anything, though.
Great spot dodge.
Comes out. Oh, yeah, beautiful wake-up as well from Rutsmy. Oh, just popping off.
Holy moly, I swear, I've been watching Rutsmy so much since I think like maybe March. He's leveled up every single time I've watched him play. And right now, this is the best I've ever seen him. A small stage like this, absolute dominant control. He is so good, not only on Greatsword, but the weaponry he has now, right? A great side sig once more, shutting things down, a full 2-stock lead.
Dude, Rutsmy has not touched the Greatsword. Like, this is just
Rutsmy's
Rutsmy's Katars. Like, I was told that, like, this dude's a Greatsword player. Are we really sure about that? These Katars are looking fabulous. And Sprite, potentially, this is a matchup. These guys have fought before double-digit ranked matchups. Maybe Sprite knows the Rutsmy Greatsword, and that's exactly why Rutsmy is staying off of it. He's trying to come in here with something that Sprite would be a little bit...
Spot dodge again!
Oh, there we go.
Rutsmy is just playing at another lane. This is an absolute stellar performance. First stock goes down. Not going to be a 3-stock anymore, but I mean, look, 120 damage last stock for Sprite. It might as well be.
To the Katars here and Sprite. I mean, Sprite is thinking about game number 2, man. I mean, at this point, you're so far behind. It's gonna take, so it's gonna require masterful playing here, and he is not going to be able to find that. Rutsmy with a soft read. That's going to be 1-0 for a very fast first game here.
And I'd be so scared right now if I'm Sprite. I'm not gonna lie. We only saw the Katars, which I think for Rutsmy, I've almost always exclusively seen the Greatsword. Maybe a 50-50 balance between the two weapons. But it feels like heading into Summers, he was practicing Katars a lot. And that's really showing.
We're seeing Sprite locking into the Plague Knight, though, the Caspian crossover, which has been playing, I believe, previously in this tournament too, and has been practicing that Caspian. We're seeing a bit of a Katar's Ditto here.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be a Katar diff where the Mako pick is unfortunately not going to be able to be up to snuff in terms of speed. Maybe this will convince Rutsmy now, instead of facing the mirror, we see more Greatsword. And immediately, first weapon selected. This is more Greatsword than we saw all of game 1.
All right. Let's see what they're able to do on this Greatsword so far. It's a beautiful start. Neutral signature isn't going to connect. Sprite trying to find his ground here with the gauntlets. And with these gauntlets, I mean, I feel like you're sidelining your way into Rutsmy's neutral bubble can be a little bit difficult. So I'm probably looking at Sprite trying to go for some more aerial approaches here. He's playing quite grounded, though, into the Ditto. Rutsmy able to get just a couple of hits here. And that's going to be not the knockout, but very close.
Oh. Good nair to reset Sprite. Rutsmy could not find the follow-up, fishes by the side sig, unable to find it. Sprite, though, wants that as an entry point. That's not going to happen. Rutsmy, once again, a very dominant first stock.
Only 53 damage taken here, and just like that, only sticking to the Greatsword here. compared to the last game, where we're seeing a lot of Qatars racking up even more damage. Sprite, you've got to find a knockout. The signature isn't going to work. Rutsmy able to find a great punish. Dude, Rutsmy's looking like a top 8 player. I'm not gonna lie, Rutsmy's playing like a top 8 player right now. Sprite, unfortunately, is not at the moment. 3 stocks to 1, and if Sprite wants that top 8 finish, he's not gonna need to step up his game significantly here.
Well, good news, Polly. 1 game and 1 stock away. Rutsmy will be confirming his first top 8 if he continues to play like this. Sprite needs to find an entry point in. First stock is gone.
There it is. Sticking to the Qatars as well. Looking for something. Oh, able to catch that GC. Doesn't want to commit to anything after the unarmed neutral out. Can be a little bit tricky to try and find follow-ups off of that. Able to get the dodge out from Sprites. Can't be that predictable with the dodges. Able to get the dare. Signature.
What do you
he
do?
has so much momentum. No options.
Sprite's like, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I wouldn't know either. This is the best Rutsmy performance I've ever seen, and you know what? Again, the lower bracket throughout all of Summers. I've said this for every region we've covered, Polly. These have been all like underdog players. These have been standout performances. These are a lot of, it feels like, careers being created so far for Summers alone.
Absolutely, we might be seeing one created by Rutsmy here, or we're seeing one created for Sprite here. It's not over until it's over. He's swapping over to the Artemis now, but yeah, Rutsmy is definitely looking a lot stronger. Rutsmy is in his flow state. Rutsmy has the advantage, and I feel like Rutsmy is probably getting into Sprite's head a little bit now.
Yeah, I completely agree. I was going to ask you about what the confidence for Sprite's looking like here. You've had 3 games now, including this one, 3 different legend swaps. That doesn't spell a lot of confidence to me.
We're going to see what he's able to do on the lance and the scythe here. The scythe signature is whiffed off the get-go, and Rutsmy is able to find some damage here on the greatsword. Oh, great wake-up. As I was about to say, though, Rutsmy's punishes are on so point. Sprite cannot whiff anything.
Yeah, love the footsies that Rutsmy's been able to bring out. Gotta say, though, Sprite, this has been the most competitive first stock we've seen so far this set. Great job catching the landing off of Rutsmy. Unable to find the follow-up off of it. Side sig. I think that's how we've seen Sprite end every stock so far from Rutsmy. Has been the GC side sig, immediately coming out off of a wake-up, post-ledge.
This is the first time I feel like Sprite has had a lead here. Let's see how long he's able to keep it for Rutsmy on the greatsword. Gonna have to look for a knockout here. Able to catch that dodge, and that's going to be a quick equalizer. 2 stocks against 2 here, and sticking to the Qatars. Rutsmy's tried and true weapon here.
Scythe has barely made an appearance so far from the Sprite camp. The lances look so dominant. Fishing for down airs will be a good opportunity to get things going against Rutsmy when he plays on the ground, but these nairs have been shutting down Sprite as he tries to approach from above. It's the neutral sig, sending Rutsmy high into the sky. A second one to catch the landing. A third one for a full stock.
We're getting a little bit silly. We're getting a little bit silly right now, King. We're doing some tomfoolery, Sprite, with another neutral signature too. Rutsmy doesn't know what to do. This is full stock lead. He gets another one. Dude, Sprite is just trolling all over Rutsmy right now, mashing the neutral signature.
Where was this for the first 2 games?
He didn't have neutral signature. He didn't have Artemis neutral signature, dude.
Okay, finally one of them doesn't connect. Rutsmy finds his footing again. He overheats the high heaven. But luckily, his General Grievous is not sent to the high heaven just yet. It's going to be another go through. Oh, Rutsmy, very tail end of a recovery.
All right, let's see. Let's see what they're able to do. Nair comes out. Sprite able to get the reverse Nair on the unarmed, though. Sticking to the lance here, but the side signature is going to end that stock. Sprite, you've got to find this knockout if you want to stay in the game for the fans.
Aww.
Recovery, there it is.
I was about to say, Rutsmy was going to be playing on hardcore mode. A single hit from anything in the Artemis kit would have taken him down, and it certainly did. Not the 3-0 for the set we were expecting to see with the first 2 legend picks that Sprite was bringing out. This Artemis has provided a wealth of stability.
14 signatures with a 50% accuracy. What is going on,
dude? I wonder what signature that was, Polly.
I wonder, dude. But see, that's the thing also. Like, literally, Rutsmy doesn't get hit by Artemis and Sig, and he's gonna destroy him. I feel like, unless Sprite shakes up his game more, I feel like this is still looking like Rutsmy's game to win.
I mean, this is such a great sword stage, but I hate to say it, Small Worlds End's also a great sword stage, and we didn't see a whole lot of it. This is such a good Lance stage, dude.
Dude, what is going on? Sprite actually kind of leveled up, I feel like. All right.
Yeah.
Side signature isn't gonna connect though. Rutsmy able to catch that landing, evening the damage out here. Dare isn't gonna connect. Rutsmy daring in the wrong direction there. Not able to find that punish. Oh, no options. Doesn't get the landing. The ground pound to land. What an option by Sprite.
Oh, first stock not taken off of that. Rutsmy's looking for an opportunity. He certainly finds that the recovery's out. That Sprite gone for one. Remember, start of last game, we did not see Rutsmy have that stock lead.
Oh, the side signature. The whole outside signature. Checking that spacing. He's going to even things out. He has the weapon advantage here. The signature, second one, isn't going to connect. Rutsmy getting a little bit of a starting string there on the stage. Not able to find any read though. Sprite being very wary of how he's escaping.
Dude, you called it out back as we were starting this game. If Rutsmy just does not get hit by the scythe signatures, I think he could win this pretty handedly. But the spacing, yeah, but the spacing now from Sprite has leveled up too. He has more ground to play with.
Rutsmy whipping that signature. Sprite and singing in the wrong direction, and Rutsmy is gonna get in with a punish there. 2 stocks to 1 right now, 2 games to 1 right now. Sprite is gonna be forced to win 2 games straight here. Can he find this knockout? He needs to play so carefully. He goes for the dare there. Not able to find a punish. Gets the second one though. Gets that GC punish. He's not able to find the Sarah afterwards. GC side signature is going to be it. And that's going to be the stock. How did Sprite make that back?
I cannot believe this. Rutsmy is just being caught on every landing imaginable. Has not found proper footing. He's starting to look like Sprite in game 1. Off of, what was that, Caspian pick? Oh, just nothing is connecting.
There's no way. There's no way Sprite is going to take this to a game 5 right now. On the Artemis, recovery comes out. Rutsmy is trying to shut him down here. Yet again, need I remind you, no matter what, we're getting a first top 8 finisher here. Which one of these is a top 8 player? We're about to find out.
This is the elimination stock for Sprite. If Rutsmy can just close this next one out, he guarantees his first top 8 ever in professional Brawlhalla.
Let's see Sprite able to do it. Looking for a dare, probably able to get the neutralite as Rutsmy gets a little bit impatient. Neutralite this time around, it's going to be Sprite moving first. Such patient gameplay. Rutsmy gets the recovery, gets him in the air. Let's see if you're able to keep this anti-air going. Neutralite comes out, but there's not so much damage.
A jump, a pivot, an entry point back in. The signature doesn't connect. Sprite now looking maybe more desperate. Fishes for the neutral signature, but now Rutsmy's evading it. Something we wanted to see all game long. He avoids another one that could have been it. This might be game 5 guaranteed.
There's
Off
no
stage
way.
now. Rutsmy running out of options. No unarmed Sprite. Had
Side
to go
signature.
get the scythe.
Yes!
You're completely right. We
I
get game
called it.
5.
Sprite taking it to a game 5, man. This is insane. This is insane. For the next game, no matter what happens, we are going to have a top 8 player for the first time. One of these guys are gonna get their first top 8. Sprite, the way he's adapted onto this Asuri or this Artemis is crazy.
I mean, what's the response now from Rutsmy? He had such a stranglehold in the first 2 games, and now suddenly this Artemis seemed unstoppable. I will say though,
Dude, this is
Rutsmy,
momentum. This is momentum all the way.
But Rutsmy was shutting down those opportunities Sprite was finding off those Artemis signatures that he relied on for the first game and a half. He just needs to evade them this time.
And the last stock was looking a little bit rough for both of them as they were scrapping around a little bit. But right now, we are looking a little bit more aggressive. And in that aggressive space, I feel like it's Rutsmy is a little bit favored on this greatsword, which is playing incredibly well thus far. Able to catch that landing too, able to get the defensive option. Nice Sair wake up, tries to go for the recovery, able to get the chase dodge though. That's so scary, dude. Don't do that to us. Don't do that to us, Rutsmy. My heart, dude.
One of the valves of my heart just shut off, dude. Holy. Okay, reset. Rutsmy is finding good spacing off of this greatsword. Sprite's meant to play in the back heel now. I will say, Sprite, in return, has been finding a lot of this elevation to get down airs, and there it is. A side sig is out. Rutsmy forced to recover. Sprite almost had the end light to shut it down. But Rutsmy, again, his footing has looked good. He evades out the side sig. Sprite now looking desperate to find yet another signature. Weapon throw doesn't connect. Sprite gets back onto the stage, and Rutsmy does not find a follow-up off of the spot dodge for a rogue hit. This could be a 2-stock lead, and it is.
Dude.
Rutsmy.
What is happening?
Any chance now, Polly? It's this for Rutsmy. 1 stock away from his first top 8.
Right, so you're telling me Sprite won 2 games back-to-back and Rutsmy is coming back like this? This is a full game. This is a full stock lead right now for Rutsmy. As Sprite is on his tournament stock. He's going to need to take 2 stocks in a row here. Let's see if Rutsmy is able to make it happen. He is on the Katars, trying to catch the landing. Sprite able to get a bit of an opener. Goes for an offstage play. Weapon throw comes out. That could be it, but Rutsmy doesn't want to go for something too risky.
How could you be so risky if you're Rutsmy? Again, those nerves must be setting in for both of these players. It's game 5. The greatsword has provided so much value for Rutsmy against the lance, but the scythe in the air? He spot dodges out of the neutral sig. That was the first challenge against this Artemis. Rutsmy fires back. You have to hold your breath. There it is. The ledge is out. Rutsmy just needs to close this out, but Sprite is still in the game. He's keeping it competitive. The neutral sig doesn't connect, and Rutsmy's in the air. Weapon throw is out. Creating that distance. Looking for a chance to get back in. It's Rutsmy. He wants the recover, but the weapon throw shuts it down. The second doesn't connect. This is it. Recovery again doesn't connect. Rutsmy is fishing for an ending, but he cannot find a harvest. He just needs one more, and there it is. Top 8 for Rutsmy.
Just like that. That's going to be Rutsmy advancing in this tournament, and that's going to be Sprite getting knocked out with a very, very hectic last game here. Rutsmy making a full comeback and actually just denying the reverse 3-0 coming from Sprite.
Woo!